China surveillance spycraft was a major breach, Sen. Roger Wicker. Sen. Roger Wicker, Armis, discusses the latest developments in the Chinese surveillance spycraft on America's Newsroom. China has accused the United States of lying to the world after the House of Representatives unanimously passed a resolution condemning Beijing's statements about a surveillance spy balloon hovering across North America. China is strongly dissatisfied with this and firmly opposes it, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said during a daily briefing Friday, accusing the U.S. lawmakers of hyping up the balloon for purely political manipulation. The stern statement came the day after Republicans and Democrats united in a 419-0 vote to condemn Beijing for a brazen violation of U.S. sovereignty and efforts to deceive the international community through false claims about its intelligence collection campaigns. House Republicans also criticized the Biden administration for not acting sooner to shoot down the aircraft as it hovered from Montana to South Carolina, though defense officials said they disabled its surveillance capabilities. Republican demands Joe Biden, Kamala Harris resign after catastrophic Chinese spy balloon spectacle. China's Defense Ministry spokesman Tan Kefei attends a news conference in the venue of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN's defense ministers meeting in Siem Reap, Cambodia, on November 22, 2022. China's Defense Ministry spokesman Tan Kefei attends a news conference in the venue of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN's defense ministers meeting in Siem Reap, Cambodia, on November 22, 2022. AP photo/Hung Sinith. After the balloon was detected and photos were widely shared online, the Chinese government claimed the object was a civilian weather balloon that had blown off course. Beijing failed to provide any additional information, including the balloon's self-steering capabilities or its modern signal surveillance techniques that were capable of conducting signals intelligence collection with multiple antennas and other equipment designed to upload sensitive information and solar panels to power them, U.S. officials said. The U.S. also said the balloon was tied to a major surveillance program run by China's military, which includes the use of similar aircraft in more than 40 countries under the direction of the People's Liberation Army. Similar balloons have sailed over 5 continents, according to the U.S. China's spy flight was clearly a military operation, David Petraeus video. A State Department official said the balloon manufacturer has a direct relationship with China's military and is an approved vendor of the Army. State-owned defense contractor China Electronics Technology Group said in 2021 that radar equipment and other devices to eavesdrop and interfere with telecommunications could be attached to its Ji-400 balloon. China claims Congress dramatizing spy flights with bipartisan resolution. The balloon hovered between 60,000 and 80,000 feet above Earth and completed its trek across the U.S., traveling over or near several U.S. military bases before the Air Force shot it down off the coast of the Carolinas. On Saturday afternoon, an F-22 brought down the balloon with a single A-9X missile off the territorial waters off the coast of South Carolina. The aircraft was sent to the FBI's lab in Quantico, Virginia. After initially expressing regret over the incident, China has ramped up its rhetoric against the U.S. for what it called an irresponsible and seriously wrong approach by the U.S. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin arrives at Osan Air Base on January 30, 2023 in Pyeongtaek, South Korea. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin arrives at Osan Air Base on January 30, 2023 in Pyeongtaek, South Korea. Lee Jin-man, Pool/Getty Images. After the U.S. shot down the aircraft, China's defense ministry said it refused a call from U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin as the U.S. had not created the proper atmosphere for dialogue. Matt Gaetz calls for Biden to blow up TikTok after U.S. military shoots down suspected Chinese spy balloon. The U.S. seriously violated international norms and set a pernicious precedent, ministry spokesperson Tan Kefei said Thursday. Given that this irresponsible and seriously wrong approach by the U.S. did not create the proper atmosphere for dialogue and exchanges between the two militaries, China did not accept the U.S. proposal for a phone call between the two defense ministers, Tan continued. In this photo provided by Chad Fish, a large balloon drifts above the Atlantic Ocean, just off the coast of South Carolina, with a fighter jet and its contrail seen below it, on Saturday, February 4. In this photo provided by Chad Fish, a large balloon drifts above the Atlantic Ocean, just off the coast of South Carolina, with a fighter jet and its contrail seen below it, on Saturday, February 4. Chad Fish via AP. 10 also said China reserves the right to use necessary means to deal with similar situations. Beijing said the US overreacted in its decision to shoot down the aircraft and said the US claims that it was spying is part of the US side's information warfare against China.